Guys, tomorrow I have a gig at a middle school, so today I'm going to set everything up again, make sure everything works, even though I just did relay. Okay guys, as I said before, tomorrow I'm going to be DJing a middle school dance, so what I'm going to be bringing for lighting is my two Chauvet LX10s, my American DJ Starburst, and this laser right here. That's what I usually bring for the dance for that school. But I also might be bringing my American DJ Fun Factor, because it's new and I want to use it for them so they can see what it does. So that's what I'm bringing. Okay guys, I was DJing relay. This amp right here, this one that went out on me, it's the QSC GX3. It's a nice little amp that I usually use, but it blew on me, so now I have to use this big thing. It just weighs the box down horribly. It's the Blue Ice by Technical Pro, and it says it's 5,000 watts. Works nice, but the sound quality on it isn't that great, but it'll work until I can get a new amp. So that's what I'm bringing tomorrow for that. I'm just going to have to use this for tomorrow. Luckily it's a small area. Okay, so guys, right now I'm just making sure but all my fog machines work, but here's one of my small ones, and there's this bigger one, but I mean, let me grab this. Just look at the size difference. I mean, it's obviously pretty big. I do know this one here puts out 3,500 cubic feet a minute. This one right here only puts out like 1,000, I think, but it still works really nicely for everywhere I go. And it's small and compact, so I usually use that one. Okay, so this right here is what the big one does. It pushes out quite a lot. Don't know if you can actually see it from the sidewalk being so bright, but that's quite a good ways it's just pushing out. But it's also like really loud as well. Okay guys, now I showed you my other fog machines, I thought I'd show you this one. This is my Chauvet Hurricane 700. As you can see, it says Chauvet and Hurricane on it. I do believe this one might be just a little bit shorter than the other one, I think. Let's see. No, they're actually about the same length. But this one does seem to be a little bit shorter than this one, my Hurricane. Okay, the only thing I do not like about this fog machine is the remote is hardwired in. I do like the power can come out though, like this. The fuse is right there, like some other lights. Let me plug it back in real quick. I also wish that this tank came out so I could empty it out. I know you're not supposed to, but I like transporting my fog machines when their tank's almost empty so it doesn't leak everywhere. So let's see what this one can do. I just had to push this button right here. And okay, this smoke does look a lot more dense. Looks like it pushes out just a touch further. But it is kind of windy today. This one puts out 1,200 cubic feet a minute. This one only puts out 1,000. So, but then again, though, I'm somewhat okay with this hardwired cord because how long it is. But there's a magnet in the back. I guess you can stick it on something metal. Doesn't work very well. There you go. The only problem, let's see, that's Aaron's over there. I just had to clean it out for him because it's just been sitting for a while. It wasn't pushing fog out like it should have been. But this is the fog machine I use for most DJ gigs I do. This is my backup. The only reason why this one, the off-brand one, is what I use for all my gigs is because I can hook up my timer to it, or for bigger events has the like continuous on switch I can plug into it. If this one had the remote I can unplug, I would probably use this as my main one. But as I said before, you actually have to hold the button down for the fog to come out, like this, and as you can see, as soon as I let go, the fog stops. But I guess if I ever have to use it again for a continuous thing, I could probably just tape the button down. That one over there always pushed out too much for me, so that's why I gave it to Aaron. That one puts out 3,500 cubic feet a minute. This one puts out 1,000. That one puts out 1,200. I'm actually looking at a new phaser, so when this one goes out, I plan on actually buying it. I do want the phaser though, because that one does put out 1,000 cubic feet a minute, but it's a continuous, and it puts more out like a haze, but I can still use fog fluid. So what I normally do if I'm only DJing like a 3-4 hour event is that I will fill up this little thing right here that came with my Chauvet Hurricane 700. I will fill it up with some fog juice. I know it says little fog only because I had to get different ones for when I had my big one. I got the bog fog for that because it's 1,000 watts or more. But this one, the slime juice is okay for all kinds, so that's what this is for. But anything longer than about maybe 6 hours, or if it's a big area, I always take this with me instead of this. Like if it's like tomorrow's gonna be not that big, it's just inside of a gym, I'll be bringing this because it's only gonna be 3 hours, so that's gonna be okay for me. And the little fog machine will be filled. That is probably the one I'll be taking tomorrow. Okay guys, here's my little fog machine. It just, as before, only push out like 1,000 cubic feet a minute, so that's really all it does. But as before, if I just keep down to like a really large area, it usually is perfect. Or for like tomorrow, like the middle school dance, it usually fills it up in about 10 minutes usually, where it's like really foggy, so I usually only run it for about like 3 or 4, and it's just perfect where I can see my lights. So tomorrow I decided I'm going to be bringing this fog machine so I don't over fog everything. This is what I choose for tomorrow. Alright guys, another thing I do is I have these 2 radios. When I'm with someone else, like helping me DJ, I'll actually keep both of them for us. But when I'm by myself or it's like a bigger event, I always take one and give the person that's running the event the second one. So that way, in case I can't find them, if I need them, or if they need me, instead of having to come all the way back up to see me, it's just much easier for us to communicate through the radios. I do have earpieces for them right now, but those are still put away. I do know a lot of DJs are going with the gig bars because they say that it's a lot easier to set up and that it's a lot less wires, which it is, but I like using all different types of lights because it makes my light show different from every other DJ that is using the gig bar. And I can switch it out for like different events. It can make it more unique for that person's event. I actually like the Starburst now because most lights I've had like this, the gears and the inside have actually stripped each other, so they just couldn't move it all anymore. But this right here I've used quite a lot. Every gig I did, since I got it's probably like 10 or 11, and it still rotates just fine and works like it's brand new. So if anyone wants to buy this light, it's the American DJ Starburst, and I would highly recommend it if you're trying to find a good disco ball effect or something. This is the light that you want. It is actually the one. It's RGB and UV. For some odd reason, the one without UV costs more, but that one has the UC3 controller. This one does not, only has DMX in, out, and the IEC power in and out. But that's all, that's the only difference. The other one does not have UV, and this one does not have the UC3 capability like the other one does. Okay guys, like always, I'm going to be bringing my PV PR15s. These speakers are amazing. If you're just starting out, if you need a set of speakers, I would recommend buying these because they sound awesome.